But the main talk is right now is talking about Miss B. Miss B hasn't been looking good, and I've been trying to talk to some people about, wild animals and deer and different things. And finally, a friend of one of my other friends got contacted. Hey, I guess it's a game warden. I think that's what it was. Anyway, he talked to me about the deer and told him what was going on. And I sent him a really quick shot, which he looked like, what's happening. And before I showed you, she had those ticks on her and all that, and they're just really bad out there right now. And a lot of the deer have them, mainly the ones that looks like they're pregnant. Miss B's babies, I think, are gone. And the reason why I say that is it's been over a week that when she was here, we first seen the ticks about 10 days ago, or to 2 weeks, somewhere around there. You can see her teats, and they just, she had a nice bag and everything, and she was always running up to the woods, running back up that way to the woods, and she'd run up and then come back, or run up, come back, and we knew she was in this area, is what we were assuming. And then we noticed a couple days ago that it looks like she's just all dried up, and from what we're looking, it takes a couple of months before they wean their kids off. So, and she hasn't had them, so we're assuming that they're gone. And the ticks are still pretty bad on her head. There seem to be a lot less, but around her eye is pretty bad. To me, it looks like she may be losing her eye. And then also the other thing we had is, and I seen this, we used a smoker, I think it was Saturday, and actually I was clearing the house on Saturday, and I looked over and I seen Miss B, and you can see on her left side, you can see deep in the claw marks, a bear claw mark, and you can just see it in her side. And that's what I showed the picture, sent it to that I don't think it was game warden, I forgot what he's called. Anyway, I sent it to him, and he told me that's the bear. He said, we have a black bear that's running out in where we're living over here in this part of Oklahoma. It's very rare to have one, but we have one out here. Luckily, I don't think it's around our house. I think it's the deer are going somewhere else, traveling this area, and because we haven't seen them. The big thing is I've got goats, and my goats haven't been attacked. I've got chickens, they're doing fine. So the bear is not around here. I know it's been pictured, it's noted to be within, I'm going to say, 20 miles area. And he told me it's a bear, and he told me that I asked if there's anything we can do for the deer, and he said absolutely not. He says if you touch the deer, there is medicines if you have deer that you're raising that stay on your farm, that don't run wild, that you don't harvest them. There is some medicines you can give to deer, but after you give the medicine to the deer can't be harvested for food consumption. Well, I don't hunt deer, and that's one thing he had asked me, and I said no, I don't hunt it. I just like seeing them out there. And he asked a question about how much corn, and he told me that we were giving them the allowable amount that is healthy, is okay with the deer. You can't give deer a lot of corn. It does something to their stomach, I guess. We don't. I'm guessing we were feeding 6 deer as an average, and they were getting about 3/4 of a gallon of corn. And that was plenty, he said, because they all don't get a whole lot. We can't touch her. The medicine you can't give her, back to the medicine. If someone harvests the deer and didn't know that we gave her medicine, stuff that you can mix with the food, they said, and these people could get sick or could die from the medicine if they would harvest that deer. So we cannot touch, and he says it's actually illegal for us to interfere with nature at this point, at this way. We cannot hunt the deer. Deer hunting is not there. And then again, he did say he wouldn't advise hunting deer because most likely the deer will end up dying from infection, could get a disease, something could happen with the bear claw infection, anything in that nature. So, and as he says, it's a fact of life in nature, and I agree it is. You know, I didn't want to interfere, but you know, Miss B's been here in this property. I'm almost sure she was the little babies that when we were here, and she was the one that always got close to me from the beginning. As a little baby, I mean, when we were building a home, our camper was up right over back in the woods back here. And I've told you before the story that I can look out the window and they were nesting right there, and I could walk out and be within 5 feet of all of them, and they're right there, and that little one would always come close. And I always remembered that the face was different. So that's why I always knew, you know, that I think that's always been the same deer out here. Her kids are still out here. Those two, all three still hang around together. Actually, the little buck that we just said, that my wife's calling Buddy, that's what the name she calls it. I think the other one she's calling Sissy. But they do hang around with Miss B. They seem to be pretty healthy. They all had marks on them at the beginning of the year, back a few months ago, like something had got them. But Miss B's pretty much, she's had a hard life here recently. So he told me I can't hunt to put the deer down and bury her. I can't do nothing. I must leave the deer alone. Can't touch them, and that's it. It's sad, but that's the way life is and what it's dealt. There's more physical, different things. I'm not going to get all into it because it's pretty sad. But it will be a miracle if she can pull through this. Let's just say that. I mean, I personally don't expect her to be around for the next couple of days. But I tried. My neighbor brought it up, said just do it anyway, do something. And I said, if someone dies because I do it, or gets sick because I do it, I don't want part of that. This is nature. We got to let it go. They're not humans. We're here. The feeder's not there to hunt them at all. I don't hunt. Yeah, you see, I have mounts in my house. They're not mine. My father-in-law's a big hunter. That's how he lived and fed himself. And he just had those mounts and he gave them to me. I don't think I've ever shot anything in my life as an animal. I don't think so. I've trapped some stuff, but, that's it. So anyway, I mean, they're there if I need to. If poop hits the fan, the food's there. Yeah, not Miss B. She's sick, I think. But that would be for us. Getting off track as I normally do. Anyway, I probably won't do no more videos. I'm not going to mention her name no more. I'm going to leave her be. And if she pulls out of this, and then we'll do videos. But for now, we're just going to let her go, and that's it. That's all we can do. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get going, get back working. I took a break. It's pretty warm out, pretty humid, and we're going to let it go with that. I just wanted to give you the last post on Miss B, unless some miracle happens, and we'll go from there. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Huh? Alright, so you guys all know the first one right there that you see the scratches down the side to the left, that's Miss B's first. That's Buddy, the buck. That's the second one, the doe. And I know I just did a video of Miss B. I did. Now, that is her right there. I'm not going to show you too much for facial, but there's another deer back here. Where did she go? You can see her moving right there. Alright. And here's some more deer right there. Now, Miss B she's doing a lot better. And that video that it's gonna go out tomorrow. This is Tuesday night. I'm gonna put a video out tomorrow about her. So we've got 1, 2, the 6 deer right here right now. We get 2 there, and the family that's eating right there is Miss Bee and her kids. And then the other deer that's right back in that area was pushed out of the clan, so I'm not too sure what's going on. But I'm going to put this at the tail end of the video. I'm not going to show her eye. It looks like it's getting better. But she's definitely moving around better. Things are looking a little bit better. So the 6 deer, and that must be a stray deer because this one hasn't come in. Everybody's pushed this one out. I know these 2 will always eat together. And they're all pushing that 1 deer away. Alright guys, I'm going to leave them be, but Miss B does show a little sign of doing better. Her eye does show a little draining, but it's a lot better than what I seen a few days ago, believe me.